Baton Lash is a San Diego cartoonist who got his introduction to opera through comics.
Who says comics aren't educational? My introduction to Pagliacci was a Batman comic from 1962 where the Joker was going to rob the payroll of the Gotham City Opera House, and it was Pagliacci, of course, and Batman figured it out, but what he didn't know was the clown on stage was the Joker in disguise who gassed Batman and was going to unmask him in front of the entire opera audience. Luckily for us, the Joker failed, and that's an opera unto itself. But again, that was my introduction to this opera.
Now Lash is one of 4 cartoonists sketching at the dress rehearsal of San Diego Opera's Pagliacci.
What I usually do is just do very quick sketches of all the action. You know, it's tough to nail down those actors because they're running around singing and dancing. We do the sketches, and I do a bunch of them, and luckily I get the final cut, and I scan them and send them to Ed Walensky, who puts them up on the San Diego Opera website. And I also put them up on my website as well. It's great fun to do it and finish it, and plus it's a challenge because usually I do the panel-to-panel continuity, but to do something that's a little more concentrated and colorful, that's a challenge and fun to do.
Back in 2011, Eric Schanauer was the first cartoonist San Diego Opera invited to sketch at a rehearsal.
I'm a cartoonist. I sit at my table in my studio and I draw pictures in little boxes for a living. And I don't get that much opportunity to draw from life, and I haven't done a whole lot of life drawing in many years until they asked me, and I thought, oh, this is a good opportunity just to sit there. I don't have an editor looking over my shoulder. They said, draw whatever you want, do whatever you want, so I can just sit here and have a great amount of freedom in what I draw. The most fun to sketch. I usually like drawing people's faces and trying to get a little bit of a caricature in there. So that's the most fun for me, to take someone's face and exaggerate their expressions and their features a little bit. Silvio, I thought, had a really great nose and forehead. And, I always worry that the actors are going to get a little angry with me. And I just thought he has a large pointed nose, so I just thought that was a great opportunity to because, when I'm trying to just want to get that feature down, just carve it out of the paper. The woman tonight, Netta, she was hard to capture. She was really hard to get. I don't think I really got any good pictures of her, any drawings that really got her. More of her gestures rather than her face.
The more I learn about opera, the more I see how comics and opera really are kindred spirits that both have a bad rap with the general public, that they either are put off by comics or put off by opera. But the stories are larger than life, over the top, the costumes are colorful, the characters are very broad, and they each have endured. The stories have endured over centuries. And like the comics have, everyone knows the story of Superman or Batman and Spider-Man, and I have no doubt that they will endure as long as some of the most popular operas have.
San Diego Opera hopes these cartoonists can help break down stereotypes about opera being stuffy, and perhaps introduce a classic like Pagliacci to a new audience. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.